first, ladies and gentlemen, he represents Team Cologne from Chicago, Illinois. He weighs in at 145 pounds. Here is the Warrior, EMANUEL Pugh. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, this evening comes to us all the way from Santiago, Chile, in South America. He weighs in 145 pounds and represents VFS. Here is EMANUEL Aguilera. 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Here we go.
Not sure how he fights, but I like the name Kanji.
Kanji, as in the Japanese characters?
Correct.
Oh. So I'll call him Kanji then, so I can call EMANUEL Pugh Emmanuel. Slow start here. They're feeling each other out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if EMANUEL sort of seen some tape on him or something, because he was a little more aggressive the last time.
He was very aggressive. And EMANUEL switches stances too, and he just switched to southpaw and tested out that head kick. So he's done it again. I guess he's trying to decide if Aguilera is wise to it, but he seems to be. Ooh, that was quick. He has a quick front
kick.
foot, yeah. Yes, this is surprising considering EMANUEL went right at Sanchez, and Sanchez just went right back at him when he fought him. So much more cerebral approach here. And you might be right. I wonder if he saw something on this kid and is taking his time, trying to figure him out. He does have a quick front foot. Kanji does. Oh, and there's a takedown. And a big takedown. Now, I mean, my other guess would be that he was lulling them to sleep and then went in, because that was, as always with everything that EMANUEL does, lightning fast. He's got side control here. Shoulder strikes, trying to loosen him up.
Big shoulder strikes.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, for a 45er, EMANUEL's a pretty big guy.
Yeah, he's a beast. Oh, Kanji gets the guard back. That was nicely done.
He's got him, Kanji has pretty good control here, trying to make sure EMANUEL doesn't do too much.
Yeah, he was trying to elevate him with that butterfly. He's going back to it here. And also threatening with that foot on the hip there, just in case, because EMANUEL's arms are pinned down, which is not a good place to be with a slick jiu-jitsu guy. I don't know what Kanji's jiu-jitsu is like, but it's a dangerous place. He's rotating the hips. That's arm barred.
Oh!
Yeah, and he got it.
Oh, yeah.
That's in. Oh,
he gave it up.
Oh, I wonder what happened there. I looked in.
Yeah, he looks like he didn't want to extend and possibly.
He's going for it again, though. Maybe it was hard to see, and maybe he didn't have the arm as well as it looked. Not this time. Oh, that was a good right hand. I'm sorry, left hand. Well, I mean, you got to give it to EMANUEL. Big takedown. Landed a couple big shots on the ground. Nothing else much happened.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to do here. Seeing that Kanji looks like he has some pretty good jiu-jitsu. I wonder if he's going to want to take him back down, or is he going to want to stand in and bang with him?
Yeah, he seemed weary of that front leg, wisely so, because that comes out quickly from Kanji. He waited for the right time to shoot, but yeah, he almost got caught in that armbar. I mean, I guess it just depends on how secure EMANUEL feels about his jiu-jitsu defense, his submission defense. Because we saw that impressive top game against Chris Sanchez. It's there all day. He's very good at it.
Surprisingly, Kanji being like a jiu-jitsu guy, its corner threw water all over him, which is probably not something you want to be all wet. Most jiu-jitsu guys want to be sort of dry.
Yeah.
You get better grip.
Yeah, that would be wise for like Emmanuel's corner, right? So we could slip out of submissions.
Yeah, well, the ref did wipe him down, but it was just something I kind of noticed in the corner here.
Yeah, Emmanuel's in that switch stance again. That's the thing about the switch stance, is that high kick is there. But I think that's also what Emmanuel wants, but he's a little far. Yeah, he's coming in naked. He's not throwing punches first. I don't know when that became the terminology, but but it is.
I'll take your word for it, Professor.
Quick little jab. Nice inside leg kick.
Yeah, it looks almost like Emmanuel wants to strike now. He just wants to see where he can get it in. I think he's a little skeptical of the legs. A little flashy there.
Yeah.
Didn't connect, but just a thought.
Yeah, Kanji a little more meat and potatoes, but it comes out fast. Nice Superman. That was good. Just when I'm saying it, throw something a little more spectacular. Nice inside leg kick, very quick. He saw the feint step. Yeah, he went for the takedown again. Oh! He didn't quite land it, but it still worked, and that was big.
Yeah, I think Kanji might have hit his face on the mat there.
Yeah. That kind of suplex there. He's got side control, got good shoulder pressure. Kanji's face is turned all the way the other way, which is what you want.
Granted, you don't see a lot of action like you see in some of the other fights tonight, but a little more methodical, and these guys are definitely probably a little more experienced.
Yeah, and you can tell like the technique is excellent, right? Kanji's back to guard again. We know Emmanuel's top game is awesome, and he's been able to regain guard twice after being in side control. He's got very slick hips, nice. 40 seconds here left in round 2. Let's see if Kanji can do something.
Arm again.
Yeah, the second he starts, he puts that, and he starts rotating those hips. I would be nervous. It's just Emmanuel just pistoning those. Oh, now he's going for a triangle. Emmanuel sees it.
Yeah, I think his foot kind of got caught on the cage with didn't allow him to throw his foot up as quick as he wanted to. Kanji.
Yeah, he's trying to use that butterfly again. Try to get a butterfly sweep. Nope, abandons it. He's just tying him down now. And that's 2 rounds to none in my book for Emmanuel.
Yeah, it looks like sort of like Emmanuel's plan now is at this point, stand with him for a minute or so in the round, and then sort of take him down and negate kind of anything that he has, give a couple of punches here and there.
Yeah.
And sort of eke out a dominant but safe victory.
Yeah, so far. I mean, he's sort of lulling him to sleep on the feet, and then when he thinks Kanji's not thinking takedown, he shoots and he gets the takedown. I got to say, that was a spectacular takedown where he basically just face planted Kanji, though the sort of suplex didn't quite work and he almost lost the position, but he drove through it and ended up getting side control. Kanji's got to do something different. He's either got to really commit to his striking, which Emmanuel has been respecting, or I don't know how good his wrestling is, shoot, because right now what he's doing is going to lose him the fight. Unless he really thinks he can catch Emmanuel in that armbar in this round, and I don't know. He hasn't managed it thus far, and Emmanuel seems really comfortable there.
Emmanuel was extremely zoned in on his corner. They were giving him some kind of advice, and he really took it because he was dead set on listening to Team Cologne.
And Kanji, he's got power. I mean, that must be what the team realized, which is why Emmanuel's been a little more careful than we saw him in his previous fight anyway. Faking, that's very good. Yeah, and you see how sideways Kanji gets. It looks like he wants to spin sometimes. He hasn't.
almost like a karate stance. Or
Yeah. That's why he gets that front foot out so quickly. No, that was a mistake. That's why he gets that front foot out so fast, because he's so sideways, but he can't use his power leg. And back to guard. And here we are in round 1 or in round 2. It's the same old. So if you're Kanji now, you got to throw caution to the wind and just go for stuff, because he obviously has good submissions and he's not going to win playing it safe here. This is Emanuel's fight otherwise. And rotating those hips, and Emanuel's hands are on the ground.
Yeah, and he seems content here just to sort of ride it out, throwing a couple knees here and there.
Ref was taking a close look there, like he was going to stand him up for a second. Yeah, there it is. I heard him talking to him, so it's not what Emanuel wanted, I don't think. Ooh, left hook.
Yeah, I think Kanji, by tying up the arms, definitely, the ref was looking at that.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on.
Trying to stall him out, and he did. It worked. Oh, that was a good counter. Didn't quite land, but it was close. Ooh, flash that. A right hand there. Nice body kick. Emanuel's got to turn the corner when he goes backward. Not straight back. There's the double. And finishes it. Now he's got to be careful. He's got his head in, and we've got, a butterfly guard, a half butterfly guard here. Doesn't quite have the angle, but I wouldn't be messing around with my head on the floor there. There we go.
Yeah, it looked like Kanji, when he hit him with that kick the first time, sort of almost like a liver shot. And Emanuel,
that was almost a head kick.
Looked a little stunned. And Kanji went for it again, and Emanuel went for the takedown.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Another takedown. Emanuel almost kicked Kanji in the head when he was on the ground, and they both kind of looked at each other like, oops. It was a funny moment. And so the fight kind of ends where it began. That's a sweep for EMANUEL PUGH. It's a good, solid win. He fought a really smart fight, but it's definitely not the fighter we saw against Chris Sanchez, who was just all-out action all the time. But that must tell you how dangerous Kanji is, because he wasn't willing to take too many crazy risks against him. And Kanji seems to have some crazy power, too. He looks like whatever he throws hurts.
Yeah, and it's also, you're not going to win every fight by a knockout. Or, so it's good to see that, he can fight a methodical fight as well.
Yeah.
And he got a decision, and as long as you're staying in the win column, you'll keep moving up the ladder.
Yeah, and it's not like it was close. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a close fight. I mean, Emanuel dominated the fight from top to toe. I mean,
once again, you've been working all right, like I said before. We go to the judges and the scoring cards, and your winner, via unanimous decision, the warrior, EMANUEL PUGH.
it's a good decision. Good fight.